Okay, fifth and final take. All right, this took me 5 takes. 5 takes right here. I'm gonna get this right now. What's up? What's up, everybody? How you been? How you been? How have I been? I've been okay. I've been doing all right, man. Let's see. When was the last video I made? 2020, COVID. Oh man, I think I was reacting to like some old videos. A lot has changed since then. Man, I was still fresh in high school. Well, fresh out of high school, I guess at that point. Um, College was coming up. I had no idea where I was at in life. It was like April when I last uploaded a video, and I had no idea what to expect for the rest of my journey for the next gonna be about 3 years. Man, it's been a kind of a ride. I've changed mentally, changed physically. I think everyone has to some extent. There's some people I check up on every now and then. There's some people I think about, especially from high school. I'm like, man, I wonder how they're doing. I wonder, do they think about me like I think about them every now and then? It's like, I don't know. I'm getting kind of sidetracked, but what made me want to pick up the camera, well, not really a camera, it's my phone. I've downgraded. Yeah, all my allowance money from middle school and high school to go for these expensive camera equipment, not even using them. Using my phone now. What made me want to pick up this camera was I was studying, watching some football, and just decided I want to look back at some old videos. There's some old videos, and man, were they bad. They're really bad, and I've said it before. They're really bad, and I deserve to get bullied for them. It is what it is. But man, I realized how much I missed it. I missed it. I miss just being the star, you know? And I've learned over the few years, I've got an ego on me, man. I've got an ego that I'm working on. But I've got an internal ego. Like sometimes I don't proclaim it out, but in my mind I'm like, yeah, I got a mad ego. And if it gets shattered, it ruins me. I've always wanted to be the best. I always wanted to be like this big YouTube sensation. And then when I didn't get that, it deterred me, especially when people always gave me that bite back. I wanted everyone to like me, everyone to care for me. I bet some of you that are subscribed to this channel were the same people that messed with me all through high school. And hey, water under the bridge. I forgive you. We all grow, we all get old, all change our mindsets or whatever, man. If I see you, I'm gonna dap you up, say, what's up? What's up, my boy? How you been? Like nothing ever happened. But I've been wanting to make a return to this for at least a couple years, but I didn't know how. I've never known how to do it correctly. I always have this perfectionist idea in my head. If it's not how I perfectly think of it in my head at the perfect time in the perfect place, it's never going to happen. So I just decided I'm done beating around the bush. I don't care how bad it turns out. I just want to say something, say my piece, say hello. Because a lot of you probably hadn't heard me talk in a long time. And yeah. But I don't know if I'll be back or whatever, but I just kind of want to just give a life update. And man, I'm a junior in college now. I'm a junior in college. And it's just gone. It's just gone by so fast. What really hit me the other day is I was in a class and we were talking about internships because like I'm gonna do an internship over the summer for my major, and talking about, well, once you apply for internships for a grade in this class, apply 3 internships, and once you should get an internship by the end of this year. I'm like, okay, cool. I've been talking about that, and said you also want to have a job lined up by the end of this year as well. I'm like, a job? A job? It hit me like, oh, like college is gonna be over. I'm over right now, over halfway done with college. By the math, I'm over halfway done. I'm like, dang, I'm about to be in the workforce. I'm about to be the man stuck at a 9 to 5 on his ass, just typing away on some keyboard for some higher up at a company. And I'm like, man, that's wild. That's wild. Ultimately, that's not what I want fully. I have my own plans in my head. I want to be more than just being some employee for some guy. But it really hit me like I'm not a kid anymore. I can't just sit back and just let my life be dictated by me playing Xbox online with my buddies, or me doing this or doing that, doing little kid stuff. I gotta I gotta go get groceries at a grocery store. I gotta wash my clothes. I gotta do this and I gotta do that. I got priorities. I actually got priorities. And I'm like, this is weird. Obviously, I've had these priorities for a couple of years, but it's like nothing. I'll never go back. Once I'm done, when I'm out of I'm like move out of my parents' house at some point and live at a place to myself with no one to guide me. It's like, man, life hits you hard. Life hits you hard. And it just made me think about just everyone in my past, everyone that I know now, my buddies that have stuck with me, my boys that have stuck with me through the thick and the thin, through the hard times, through the good times, everything. Just seeing all the change we had in our lives. It's like, man, it's just wild. And I will say, making YouTube videos back in the day really did impact me in a lot of ways. Whether it impacted me in a good way or a bad way, I think I can say both. I definitely will say, what do people say about like bullying? It's like not character development, but like bullying is like it basically like you need bullying in your life. A lot of people disagree, but like bullying in a sense molds you into knowing, hey, don't do this, or else you'll get bullied for it. Do this. And to an extent, yeah, that's cool. Like, I am who I am today because of how I was treated in high school and in middle school. In middle school, I got my shit thrown at me, man. And then high school, I just I chilled out. And which is wild. I didn't even think this about myself. People tell me I'm just a super chill person. I'm like, am I? Am I really? I still remember me being some hyperactive, annoying kid who would go down the halls in 7th grade and say, hey, I'll buy you a cookie from the snack cart if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then I go buy the cookie for the kid, and then they'd be like, nah, just play at me. And I'm like, But I'd still do it. I'd be like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube. I'll buy you a cookie from the cookie cart. Just being that annoying little nuisance of a kid, having like this hyperactive feeling about himself. And people are always like, now, like, you're just the chillest person I've met. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm really bad at talking to a camera. I don't know what video I'm uploading. I've shot 5 of these, man. 5 of these. One of them's going up on the YouTube channel. It's going to stick there, and it's going to stay there. So, ultimately, I just wanted to say, hey, I miss the idea of talking to people. I've always think like people like, I wonder what that Braum kid is doing. Because one thing that was always in my head is that one thing I hated, because I've really, for the longest time, I hated looking back at my middle school and high school years, because I'm like, the only way they're going to remember me as is the kid who did YouTube. There's that kid who's the YouTuber. Yeah, I'd never be able to live that down. That was like my high school legacy. But it doesn't matter. Because I don't want to peak in high school. I know I didn't peak in high school. Look at me now, and look at where I was long ago. Far from it. So, a lot of it is just me just getting over my fears and just learning that nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't want to sound harsh, but I don't care about you, but you don't care about me. And that's the truth. Nobody really cares. About 90% of your thoughts are about yourself, And probably the other 10 are about how do people think of you. Or, yeah, pretty much. You walk down the street and you do something stupid. Like I'm walking to class the other day and I trip, I fall or something. This didn't happen, but let's just say I did. I was walking down the street to class and I tripped and fell. This beautiful dime piece is walking down the street. this beautiful girl is walking down the street, and she looks at me, and I look like an idiot. I mess myself up. I can't just get up and say, "Hey," or what? I can. No, I can't. I can actually spin that. I can spin that off, and be like, "Yeah, so this is how I fell for you. See, you're just so pretty. I just fell for you. Come on, baby, come on." Say W Riz, the W. Hey, that's unspoken Riz. No, I can't do that. I'm not in these TikTok trends. I'm not in this anymore. I'm not in that stuff anymore. I'm really bad at this. I'm bad at this, man. I'm bad at this. But yeah, I'm gonna end it before I say anything else stupid. I hope maybe was that Andy Dalton? Where's Dak? Anyways, no, it's not Dalton. Who the heck is that? Maybe that is. I don't know. As you can tell, I'm really sidetracked. I probably just wasted 12 minutes of your time if you stayed this long. But hi, I'm here. I'm single, ready to mingle. Ladies, I'm still here. Hit me up. All right, I'm cutting that. All right, boys. I'll yell at y'all later. Just want to say, hey, peace.